the same issue, please let me know. Have you got it? So can you hear my voice now clearly? Can you all hear my voice now? Is this audibility is okay? Good. Too much sound. Okay. So someone is sending not audible. Someone is sending the message too much audible. Okay. So my voice is breaking. Aswant, you check your internet connection. Suppose if your internet connection is not good, then the video as well as the sound will be breaking. Yes, good, my dear students. Now let's we discuss the next question. So arrange the following fractions in non-ascending order. 7 by 12, 11 by 8, 13 by 24 and 19 by 36. So last week I explained to you how to find out the answer using shortcut method, but I didn't solve these 4 subdivisions. Am I right? So question number 1. So this one is A. 1. So let's we discuss this question right now. So we have to start from B, right? Okay. Okay. So let me start from B. Question number B. Three by 5, 9 by 20, 7 by 15, 17 by 30. Okay, don't worry. ASM, you take it as a homework and then solve it. Let me start from B. No issues. Okay, first of all, if only 3 fractions are there, we can easily do it by shortcut method. But here we have 4 fractions. So basically you will get confusion if you use shortcut method for 4 fractions. So let's we find out how to find out the answer using LCM. First of all, LCM of 50, 30 is equal to 60. Right? So now 3 by 5 into 12 by 12. 9 by 20 into 3 by 3. 7 by 15 into 4 by 4. And the last one 17 by 30 into 2 by 2. So what is the answer you will get it here? Very simple. This one is 36 by 60. What about this one? 27 by 60. 28 by 60. And this one is 34 by 60. So now they are asking us to arrange ascending order or descending order. They are asking us to arrange ascending order. Then we have to start from the smallest one to the biggest one. So how will you give the rank for this? Which one holds the first place in descending order? Okay, so which is the smallest one out of this 4? This is the smallest one. Okay, so give number 1. What is the second smallest one? This one, number 2. What about the third one? This is number 3. What about this one? Number 4. So you may understand, if the numerator is the biggest value and the denominator is the smallest one, that biggest value fraction is the greatest fraction. So we can write 27 by 60 is less than 28 by 60 is less than 34 by 60 is less than 36 by 60. So as per the question, if you want to write it, you write 9 by 20 is smaller than 7 by 15 is smaller than 17 by 30 is smaller than 3 by 5. So this is your right answer. Please note it down. So 9 by 20 is less than 7 by 15 is less than 17 by 30 is less than 3 by 5. So dear students, if you are facing any difficulty to understand the question, please send it in the chat box. So I am ready to explain to you, but don't write the concepts or sums without understanding. Hope you all understand what I am trying to say. Aswant, I cannot understand this. Okay. So let me explain to you one more time, Aswant. So focus your attention towards the board. Okay. Aswant, so these are the 4 fractions. Now what we have to do, we have to find out the LCM for 5, 20, 15 and 30. Why we have to find out the LCM? Because we need to compare the fraction where the denominators are same. So if the denominators are same, then we can compare the numerator and then say confidently which one is the greatest fraction. For example, 7 by 20 and 8 by 20. Which one is the greatest one? Okay. So 8 by 20 is the greatest one. Why we can say 8 by 20 is the greatest one? Because both denominators are same. When we compare the numerator, this 8 is greater than 7. So that's why our 8 by 20 is greater than 7 by 20. So from this you can understand one thing very clearly. So we need to compare 2 fractions. Then we need to have that denominator as the same number. Do you all understand? So that's why I'm going to find out the LCM. What is the LCM for 5, 20, 15 and 30? 60. So then we have to convert our number 3 by 5 where the denominator should be 60. Then you should multiply by 12 by 12. What about the second fraction? 20 with which number you will multiply means you will get 60, 3 by 3, 7 by 15, 4 by 4, 7 by 30, 2 by 2. So here we have got the answer is 36. 3 12s are 36. 9 3s are 27. 7 4s are 28. 17 2s are 34. Then we have to see which one is the smallest one. 27 by 60 is the smallest one. 28 by 60 is the smallest one. 34 by 60 is the smallest one. And 36 by 60 is the smallest one. Okay, when comparing to this. So this is the order. Yes, Aditya, descending order is just opposite to that. Okay. Sir, when the numerator is same, we should check denominator. No, if the numerator is same, we cannot check the denominator. It is only applicable for the denominator should be common. Got the point? Good. So let's we move to the next question. Everyone start to solve. Question number C. This A and this D, please consider as your homework and then solve. Once again, This A and D sum as a homework you have to complete, and you should show the answers to me on the next week. Sorry. Good. Everyone start to solve question number C. So in which note we should do? You have to put a separate note for Max Foundation classes. In that particular note, you have to solve. Sorry. Okay. Now everyone start to solve question number C. Has anyone got the answer for question number C? Question number C. What is the LCM of 8, 9, 7 and 6? 504. 464. Satya Maumita send 464. Ritikesh send 504. So let's we check your answers. 8, 9, 7, 6. So put 2 here. 4, 9, 7, 3. So then we have to multiply this. 8, 8 9s are 72. So 72 into 21. 2 4s are 8. 8 9s are 72. 72 into 21. 2, 7, 4, 4. Oh, okay. Sorry. Once again, we can divide by 3 table here. This one. So I forget about it. So here also I can divide by 3 table. So this will becomes 4, 3, 7 and 1. So now we have to multiply. 2 into 3, 6. 6 3s are 24. 24 into 21. So we will get 4, 2, 8, 4, 4, 0, 5. So 504 is the LCM. Very good. Most of you send the correct answer. Yashwant, Aditya, Achaya, Rashmi, Maumita. The answer is 504. Okay. Now the LCM is 504. Then we have to do the calculations very carefully. Number 1, 7 by 8 into which number you will multiply. So here itself you can do it in a mental math way. 6 8s are 48. 3 8s are 24 into 63. Very good. So what is 7 into 63? 1, 2, 6 7s are 42, 44. This is 504. Correct. Then what about 8 by 9? How many times we should multiply? 5 9s are 45. 6 nines are 54. Very good, Rishikesh. 56. Now multiply with 8 into 56. Have you got this? 448 by 504. Then what about 6 by 7? So 7 sevens are 49, 2 sevens are 14. Yes, very good. 72 by 72. So 12, 42, 43. 432 divided by 504. Then what about 5 by 6? You should multiply by which number? 84. Very good. So 5 into 84. 420 divided by 504. Yes. So from this you can say very directly which one is the smallest one. 420 by 508 is the smallest one. So this is the smallest one. Okay, so this will holds first place. What about the next smallest one? This 432 by 504. So this will get second place. What about the third one? This one, third. What about this one? Fourth place. So if you want to arrange it in order, this is very simple. First see this number 5 by 6. 5 by 6 is less than 6 by 7 is less than 7 by 8 is less than 8 by 9. So Sanjay, your answer is correct. You have done it very correctly. Very good. So 5 by 6 is less than 6 by 7 is less than 7 by 8 is less than 8 by 9. So this is the right answer for this question. Hope everyone understood this clearly. Shall we move to the next question? Say yes if you have completed this means, or else I will wait for 1 minute. Okay, Akshita, I will wait for 1 minute. I think you didn't copy this still. Sir, we can do D. Yes, you can do D. So now you can do your homework. No issues. So before I start to explain the next question, if you have the time, you can complete your homework. No issues. But after I will start to explain it, you have to complete. Sorry, you have to stop writing your homework and then again you have to listen for the next question. Yes, Shivani Arasti, yes, your answer is correct. Very good. Yes, let's we move to the next question. Completed, sir. Very good, very good. Yes. This is question number 4. Question number 4. Write on equivalent fraction of 7 by 8. Write on equivalent fraction of 7 by 8 with the numerator 56. If I want to get numerator as 56, by which number I should multiply with the 8? Send your reply. So I have to write the equivalent fraction. Everyone knows what is the meaning of equivalent fraction. So if you multiply by one number, you should divide by the same number, you will get 14 by 26. So this is one equivalent fraction of 7 by 8. So here I have the denominator 8. What is the condition they have given? Numerator should be 56. Got the point? So if the numerator should be 56 means we have to see the numerator. What is the numerator? 7. Then 7 into which number you will get 56? 8. Then write 8. And if you multiply with the 8, then if you want to make it into an equivalent fraction, you should divide by 8 also. Then 7 8s are 56. 8 8s are 64. So the answer for this question is 56 by 64. For the next question, I am not going to say the answer. It is your duty to say the answer for the next question. Say the answer for the next question. Yes, Rashmi, your answer is correct. Rishikesh, sir, we can simplify 56 by 64. You need not to simplify. If you simplify again, you will get 7 by 8 is your answer. Okay. 28 by 32. Wow, very good, very good. Most of you people are sending the correct answer. Satya, Aditya, Sivani, Arshi, Jwalin, everyone sending the right answer. Very good. So answer for this question is 28 by 32. Then we should multiply by 4 by 4. We will get 28 by 32. That's all. Shreya, your answer is correct. Aksaya, answer is correct. Kritika, answer is correct. Rishikesh, answer is also correct. Very good. So shall we move to the next question? Question number 5. So let's we move to question number 5. Insert 12 fractions between 2 by 3 and 3 by 4. Sir, today class is enjoyful. Wow, very good, Aditya. Okay. Insert 12 fractions between 2 by 3 and 3 by 4. And B, insert 10 fractions between 7 by 20 and 2 by 5. So everyone start to find out the answer. Do you know how to find out the answer? Please send it in the comment box. Sir, I know this method already. If you don't know also, you please mention it to me. Maumita, you know, very good Maumita. So whomever knows the concept, you can start to find out the answer. Okay. But for others, I will definitely explain the concepts. Yes, okay. Okay, so let me start with one example. Then we will solve this question. Okay. So dear student, I will explain to you with 3 method. Okay, so I will explain to you with the 3 method. So whichever method you feel convenient, so that method is very easy. Okay, so which method you feel comfortable, you can use that method for your solving purpose. Got the point? Now, method 1. Suppose This question is there in your 8th standard CBSE and 9th standard CBSE. This kind of questions. Insert two fractions between 1 by 2 and 1 by 3. So if they are asking only two fractions, or if they are asking 10 fractions or 12 fraction, method 1 is easy for all kind of model. Okay. For all type of questions. Okay. Now, very simple. First, 1 by 2. What is another one number? 1 by 3. What is the LCM of 1 by 2 and 2 comma 3? What is the LCM for 2 comma 3? 6. Very good. Now, change it into equivalent fraction with the denominator as 6. Then what you will do? Multiply with the 3. How will you convert 1 by 3 into 2 into 2 divided by 2? So here 2 by 6 you will get it. Got the point? Yes, good. Now everyone try to understand, this is very important step. Okay, so this is very important step. So we have two fractions right now. One is 2 by 6. What about another one? 3 by 6. But how many fractions we have to add up in between? Two fractions you have to add up. Correct. Then if you want to add up two fractions, then multiply with 3 and divided by 3. Similarly, 3 by 6 multiply with 3 and divided by 3. So here let me write one note. If you need two fractions in between, two given fraction, you should multiply by 3 or you should multiply by 3 or more than 3. So many students will get confusion, sir, what is this, sir? We are studying this one as the first time. So how can we identify, sir? It will be little confusing for us. You don't bother about it. So I will explain to you in a very, very, very simple way. Now, so what is 2 into 3 and 6 into 3? This is 6 by 18. Okay. Then what about 3 into 3 and 6 into 3? 9 by 18. So why, sir? So Joalin, I will tell you, here we need two fractions, correct? We multiplied with 3 by 3 and divided by 3. Okay, you should multiply and divide by 3 here, sorry. And divide by 3 or more than 3. Okay, so now we converted this 1 by 2 in the form of 6 by 18. Okay, so everyone try to understand, we converted this 1 by 2 in the form of 6 by 18. Am I right? And we converted 1 by 3 in the form of 9 by 18. Okay, so you can multiply by 3 also. Suppose I will tell you, sir, if I will multiply by 2, what will happen, sir? That also I will tell you. Now let me explain the right answer. Okay. 6 by 18 and 9 by 18 is our required fractions. Okay, sorry, this is our actual fraction. Then how many fractions we need in between? Two fractions we need in between. Then what is the next number to 6? 7 by 18. What is the next number to 7 by 18? 8 by 18. Or the, yes, you can multiply by 4 or 5 also. Ritika, don't worry. But minimum you should multiply with 3. Maximum you can multiply with any number also. Nothing wrong with that. So here we will get 7 by 18, comma 8 by 18. Okay. So are the two fractions in between. So these are the two fractions in between 1 by 2 and 1 by 3. Okay. So now I will tell you, if you multiply with 2 means what will happen. I will tell you. Here I will explain it. Okay, so in this place I will explain it. Okay, if you multiply by 2, what will happen? Suppose 2 by 6 into 2 by 2. What is the answer you will get? 4 by 12. Okay, so the next one, 3 by 6 into 2 by 2. What is the answer you will get it? 6 by 12. See here, now we have to find out two fractions in between 4 by 6 and 5 by 6 by 12, 4 by 12 and 6 by 12. But we can able to write only one fraction. What is that? 5 by 12. Got the point? Between in the sense we should skip the first one as well as the last one. Got the point? Okay, so I can't hear you properly, sir. Can you hear my voice now clearly? Tanishka, please send the message if you can hear my voice clearly means. Yes, Yashwant. Chart is visible, Yashwant. Chart is visible. So 5 by 12. So this is 5 by 12. So you can able to find out only one fraction in between if you multiply by 2 means. Okay, so that's why we are multiplying with 3 minimum. Do you all understand clearly? Do you all understand clearly? Okay. Now let's we do the first question with method 1. Then I will tell you the simple method, or else I will explain the simple method. Then we will go for the next method. Sir, I cannot understand it. Don't worry. We can multiply by 4 also. You can multiply by 4 also or by any number also. So no problem at all. So let me increase the writing space for this question. Okay. So now let's we discuss the next question. Pay your attention. So very, very simple method. Pay your attention, everyone. Which is the simple method to find out the answer. Simple method. What is the question? 1 by 2. What is the next question? 1 by 3. Okay. So now, which one is the smallest one? 1 by 2 or 1 by 3? Okay, so 1 by 2 or 1 by 3. So method 1 is easy for all type of model. The simple method is useful for only 2 fractions or 3 fractions or 4 fractions in between two given fractions. Okay, so for 10 fractions and 11 fractions and all, so you have to use which one? That method 1. Okay, so which one is the greatest one? 1 by 2 or 1 by 3? 1 by 2 is the greatest one. How do you say 1 by 2 is the greatest one? I will tell you. Very simple. 1 by 2 is equal to 0.5. 1 by 3 is equal to 0.3333. It will goes on like this. Okay. Then which one is greater? 1 by 2 is the greatest one. Okay. Now, so let me increase the space for this. Okay, come on. So now, dear students, see here, which is the simplest method? Sir, for every number, should we find out the decimal and then compare, sir? No, let me tell you the simple method. Which one is the smallest fraction here? Okay, and which one is the biggest one? Just do the cross multiply. What is 1 into 3? 3. Just cross multiply this. 2 into 1, 2. Which one is greater? 3 is greater than 2. Then 3 is in which side? 1 by 2 side. 1 by 2 is greater than 1 by 3. That's all. Suppose one more example. 2 by 5. And another one is 4 by 3. Or else 4 by 7. So which fraction is the simplest one? Multiply. 7 into 2, 14. 5 into 4, 20. Okay, so which side is the greatest number? 20 is the greatest number. So then 4 by 7 is greater than 2 by 7. Yes, I thought this, I think I explained this method to you. Okay, same thing. So from this you can understand 1 by 2 is greater than 1 by 3. Now we have to find out two fractions in between. That is very easy, right? 1 by 2 is greater than, first, what is this numerator? 1. What is this numerator? 1. 1 plus 1 divided by, what is this one and this one? 2 plus 3. 2 plus 3 greater than, as usual, 1 by 3. So very simple. If two fractions are there, if you add up both numerator and add up both denominator, that value is in between both. Then 1 by 2 is greater than 2 by 5 is greater than 1 by 3. Okay, we found one number in between. We need one more number. Use the same method, is greater than. Compare this. Compare this and this. Here 1 is there, here 2 is there, then 1 plus 2. Similarly, here 2 is there, here 5 is there. 2 plus 5, 7. Then greater than, write as usual number. 2 by 5 greater than 1 by 3. So Once again, we can understand very clearly from this. So we can understand one thing very clearly. Now 1 by 2 is greater than 3 by 7 is greater than 2 by 7 is greater than 1 by 3. Now, what are the two fractions in between? Two fractions between 1 by 2 and 1 by 3 are 3 by 7 and 2 by 5. So Ritika, you are not able to understand Ritika. I will tell you Ritika one more time. Suppose you have one number Ritika 2 by 3, another one number 3 by 5. Okay, first find out which fraction is the greatest one. So if you cross multiply, you will get 10 here. If you cross multiply, you will get 9 here. So then 2 by 3 is greater than 3 by 5. That you are sure. Okay. Now, after that, very simple, first write 2 by 3. Then put greater than symbol. Then let me change the color for your better identification. What is 2 plus 3? 2 plus 3. What is 3 plus 5? 2 plus 3 is 5. 3 plus 5 is 8. Then again greater than, write the as usual number. What is that number? 3 by 5. Now we have to find out one more number. How can we find out one more number? 2 by 3 is greater than. Either you can compare this two or else this two. Both are same only. Okay, so nothing wrong with that. Okay, so now what we have to do? First, then we have to do, yes, 2 plus 5. Here we have to write 2 plus 5. Hope you understood why I am comparing 2 and 5. The same method we are following it up. 2 plus 5. What is 2 plus 5? 7 divided by. What is 3 plus 8? 11. Okay. So then greater than, what is the number already? 5 by 8. And our original number, our original number 3 by 5. So this blue color marked numbers are two fractions in between 2 by 3 and 3 by 5. Do you all understand clearly? Achaya, have you understood now? This is very, very simple. If you understood, this means this method is not there in your book. Even in your 8th standard, 9th standard, this method is not there. But this method is very, very simple to find out the answer. How many times? One more time, repeat. Aksaya, pay your attention clearly. Properly. Suppose you have 3 by 4 and 7 by 9. Okay. So, Aksaya, you first tell me which fraction is the greatest one. Grace, you are asking a question, sir, why we are adding two fractions in the in between fractions. So that is the rule. That is the rule. 3 by 4 is greater. Yes, 3 by 4 is 7 by 9 is greater. Because here if you multiply 27 will be there, if you multiply 28 will be there. 7 by 9 is greater than 3 by 4. Then leave some space. 7 by 9. 3 by 4. Put greater symbol, greater symbol. Okay. Then very simple. Add 7 plus 3. What is 7 plus 3? 10. Then add 9 plus 4. 9 plus 4 how much? 13. Okay. Then write these numbers casually. 9 by 7. Okay. Greater than. 10 by 13, then greater than 3 by 4. Okay, now leave one space in between. Same method, repeat again. What is 7 plus 10? 17. What is 9 plus 13? 22. So this fraction and this fraction are the two fractions in between that fraction 7 by 9 and 3 by 4. Do you all understand clearly? Say yes if you understood means. This is very simple method. No need to find out LCM, nothing. This method is tricky method. It's not there in your book also. Yes, you can write it in ascending order also. Nothing wrong with that. You can write in ascending order also. So while you are writing in ascending order, then what we have to do? We have to write 3 by 4 is less than 10 by 13 is less than 17 by 22 is less than 7 by 9. It will come just opposite like this. So hope you all understand how to find out the answer for this question. Okay. Shall we discuss the answers from the exercise? Insert 12 fractions between 2 by 3 and 3 by 4. Now, dear students, take this question as your homework. Take this question as your homework. Please write that question as your homework. So insert 10 fractions between 7 by 20 and 2 by 6. Insert 10 fraction between 7 by 20 and 2 by 5. I am going to explain insert 12 fractions between 2 by 3 and 3 by 4. First, question number A, what is that number? 2 by 3 and 3 by 4. Okay. Insert 12 fractions. So dear students, I will always suggest you to go for method 1 if they are asking more than 5 fraction means. If less than 5 fractions they are asking, you can use your shortcut fraction method which I told you right now. Got the point? So now insert 12 fractions. First of all, find out the LCM of 3, 4. 12. So tell me, how can we write 2 by 3 with the denominator as 12? 2 by 3. Say your answer. Your denominator should be 12. So how will you equivalent it? Because our LCM is 12. Yes, into 4 into 4. So then we will get 8 by 12. So what about your 3 by 4? Say what is your 3 by 4 with the denominator as 12? Send your answer. Yes, very good. 9 by 12. Okay. So now we have our number 8 by 12 and 9 by 12. How many fractions we need in between? 12. Can you please reply by which number I should multiply and then divide? Minimum. So by which number I should multiply and divide? Minimum. 12 means 13. Okay. You want 12 fraction in between means you should multiply by 13. Very good, Monica. You understood clearly. Samyuta. Yes, very good. Very good. Service. Very good. So everyone is sending the message 13. Very good, because we need 12 fractions. So here multiply 8 by 12 into 13 by 13. Similarly, you can write 9 by 12 into 13 by 13. Okay, yes, very good. Now, tell me what is 8 into 13? What is 12 13 sa? What is 12 13 sa? 156. Very good. Here also, what about this 9 13 sa? 170 divided by 156. So 12 required fractions are 105 divided by 156. So let me write this one with red color. So 105. Set. 1 minute. For better understanding, I will write. Okay. So this one 105 by 156, comma 106 by 156, comma 107 by 156, comma 108 by 156, 109 by 156, 110 by 156, comma 111 by 156, comma 112 by 156, 113 by 156, 114 by 156, 115 by 156, and 116 by 156. Now count the total here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 12 fractions in between our 2 by 3 and 3 by 4. This is the right answer. Have you all understood clearly? You need not to simplify S1, that is the waste of time. You can leave it as like. Okay, dear boys, hope you all understood. Shall we go for the next session? This is very interesting for you. Okay, so this is very interesting for you. I'm going to next section. I'm going to start the next session. What is that? Wow, it is your most interesting part, puzzle. See here, question number 1. Sorry, let me see this question. Can you find 3 inaccuracies in the picture? This is your puzzle. So 3 things are missing. It is wrong. Wow, correct. Street light. No street light, right? Inaccuracies means something is wrong. 3 things are wrong. Wow, very good. Very good. Signal above the bus. Bus wheel. Then electric bus. Yes, most of your answers are correct. So most of your answers are correct. Yes, now let me tell you the answer. This December 32 is there, no? This December 32. December 32 is not existing. It is not at all possible. And here wheel, this wheel. And what about the third one? Here, this red light is missing here. Got it? So this one, December 32, and this and this. Got the point? Okay. So let's we go for the next question. Let's see. So the answer is no red light in the traffic signal, rails missing on a tire. December 32 does not exist. Which two things are wrong in this picture? Yes. Send your reply. Very good. Yes, most of you are sending the correct answer. Jolene, your answer is correct. Grace, yes, you found the correct answer. Sanjay, got it. Kanishk, Akshita, very good. Wow, so everyone found the right answer, I guess. Good. So let me tell you what are all the two answers. This is 31st June, and here in this in the keypad numbers are not there. See that? So in the keypad the numbers are not there. So these are the two errors. Which are the two things are wrong? These two things are wrong. Yes, Yaswant, you also send the right answer. Okay, good. So in June month, only 30 days are there. Yes, excellent, excellent. Okay, so next week also lot of puzzles are there. Tricks will be there, max tricks. So I will explain to you. So hope you have all enjoyed your today's session. Dear students, I will share this week online test schedule right now. So you have to take that. Got the point? So dear students, the marks which you are getting in your online test will be sent it to your parents. So please take it as a serious manner and then do it. Especially the concept test as well as the unit test marks will be sent it to your parents. Okay, very good. So let me share that screen to you. Okay, dear students, this is your online assignment and worksheet for this week, 22nd July, division of your fractions. And the next one is this one, exercise 2.4. Please take a screenshot of this. Please take a screenshot of this. Have you all taken the screenshot? Send the message. Take the screenshot. Have you all taken the screenshot? So hope everyone is enjoyed today's classes. So let me wind up the meeting. Thank you, dear students. Good. So I'm going to wind up the meeting. Thank you.